A man continues to fight for his freedom in court this afternoon, 50 years after being convicted for the murders of 4 people in Winter Garden.
The key witness for Tommy Zeigler's legal team claims he could not possibly have committed the crimes. A special hearing this week could determine if he wins a new trial or is sent back to death row. West 2 News investigative reporter Greg Fox live at the downtown courthouse in Orlando. So Greg, this witness has been part of some high-profile cases.
That's right. His name is Richard Eichenblum, and he's been here at the Orange County Courthouse numerous times. You may recall he was the forensic expert, the DNA expert called up during the murder trial of Casey Anthony. And of course, the Zeigler defense team is hoping that he'll have some positive results here this week. Tommy Zeigler was wheeled into court on what arguably could be the most important day of this evidentiary hearing, one in which gunshots and terms like blood spatter, droplets, and touch DNA would play key roles.
Easy to start with the bigger stains, but here there were some bigger stains.
Spending most of the day on the stand was defense witness Richard Eichenblum, a forensic scientist who interprets results of complex scientific testing on crime scene evidence. He reviewed the results of new and sophisticated DNA testing on dozens of items, especially clothing, in the murders of Zeigler's wife Eunice, her parents Perry and Virginia Edwards, and Charlie Mays, a customer of the Zeigler furniture store where the murders took place in 1975.
Was any of Virginia Edwards' DNA found anywhere on Mr. Zeigler's shirt?
No.
How about Mr. Zeigler's pants?
No.
Socks?
No.
Using victim Virginia Edwards' evidence as an example, Eichenblum testified that none of the family members' blood was on Zeigler's clothing.
After 50 years, a lot of the blood stains still contain DNA enough to determine a good profile. For such DNA, that is more difficult to expect.
The state has theorized in recent years that Zeigler may have worn a raincoat to shield himself from blood spatter, but no such coat was ever found. And May's blood was found on Zeigler's clothing, possibly from crawling on the floor to a phone after he claims he was shot in the stomach by the actual killer or killers. In what may have been a gesture to Zeigler's cousin, Connie Crawford, a smiling Zeigler appeared to say hello, and a second later, how are you, as he was being wheeled out of the courtroom. And right now inside the courtroom here at the courthouse, that forensic expert is being questioned by the state, and it is a rough go. They have punched some holes in his story. We'll have that all new coming up on West 2 News at 5:30. Covering Orange County live in Orlando, Greg Fox, West 2 News.